Hi all, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up model context protocol servers in Claude desktop application. Model context protocol is not completely new, as we can see from this news article from Anthropic, which was released in November 2024. Anthropic introduced this as an open source protocol, but recently it started getting a lot of traction. Here we can refer to the general architecture diagram. It mainly consists of these components. We have the MCP hosts, programs like Claude Desktop or AI tools that want to access data through MCP. This is the host with MCP client. Then we have this MCP servers, which are lightweight programs. Here we have MCP server A, server B, server C that run different programs. These servers expose specific capabilities through the standardized model context protocol. Then we have this local data sources, which can be the computer's files, databases and services that MCP servers can securely access. The MCP server can also access external systems over the internet through APIs. As we can see, the MCP follows a client-server architecture where a host application can connect to multiple servers. Now that we have basic understanding of MCP, let us walk through the steps of downloading and installing Claude Desktop app first. Type in Claude Desktop in Google search bar and hit enter and select this link that says download Claude. As we can see, the download is available only for Windows and Mac at this time. Select the version based on your system. I will select Windows version as I have Windows laptop. Once the download completes, click on the downloaded exe file. This will install the Claude Desktop app. Here we are inside the Claude Desktop application, and we can see at this point it does not have any MCP servers configured. We are going to add 3 MCP servers: file system server, Puppeteer server and Brave search server. With file system MCP server, Claude can directly work with your computer local files. It can create, read and edit seamlessly. Next, what is Puppeteer MCP server? It's a model context protocol server that provides browser automation capabilities using Puppeteer. This server enables LLMs to interact with web pages, take screenshots and execute JavaScript in a real browser environment. Last one is Brave search MCP server. Brave search is a privacy focused search engine developed by Brave. The Brave search MCP server integrates the Brave search API, providing both web and local search capabilities. Now let us see what happens when we ask Claude about functionalities these MCP servers provide and see what output we get. Let us enter the question related to file system MCP server. I'm asking, can you locate docker compose.yml file on my computer? Hit enter. We can see Claude is responding that it doesn't have the ability to locate files on the computer as it doesn't have access to the file system. Similarly, I am going to ask Claude to visit a website and take a screenshot which is related to Puppeteer MCP server. I typed in visit Yahoo website and take a screenshot of the Yahoo homepage and press enter. We get the response from Claude. It is saying I am unable to visit websites or take screenshots as I don't have the ability to browse the internet. I am going to ask the last question to Claude to get latest information from web search which is related to Brave search MCP server. I'm asking it to draw a chart for Doge price for the past 24 hours and hit enter. Claude is saying this is a sample data and it doesn't have access to real-time cryptocurrency prices. Now let us start adding the MCP servers to Claude Desktop app. You will also need Node.js on your computer for this to run properly. To verify you have Node installed, open the command line on your computer, click in the search bar and then click on the command prompt. Once in the command line, verify you have Node installed by entering Node followed by -- version and hit enter. It has returned the node version which is v22.12. If you get an error saying command not found or node is not recognized, download node from nodejs.org. You can type in nodejs.org in the Google search bar and then go to this nodejs.org website. The MCP servers configuration is maintained in a file called Claude_desktop_app.json. On a Windows system, it will be located in appdata/Claude directory. In order to start working with the configuration file, while you are in the Claude desktop application, click on these three lines, hover on the file option, then select settings option. On this screen, select the developer option, then click on this edit config button. Claude will create the config file if it does not already exist. Here is the configuration file. Right click on it and open it in any text editor. Here I am using Notepad. We can see the file is completely empty now. We are going to add file system MCP server first. Let us refer to Claude documentation on what lines we need to add here. Here I am on the file system MCP server details page. Since we are using Windows computer, click on this Windows option, then click on this copy button to copy all the lines. Now go back to configuration file and paste all the lines here. Make sure to replace username with your computer's username. Here I have changed mine. These paths should point to valid directories that you want Claude to be able to access and modify. Here it is set up to work for desktop and downloads directories, but you can add more paths as well. Now let us add the configuration for Puppeteer MCP server. The configuration details can be found in the GitHub repository for MCP servers. I provided the link in the description for this web page. You can also type GitHub MCP servers in the Google search bar and hit enter. Then select this link to open the servers page. Scroll down to find Puppeteer server link. Here is the Puppeteer server link. Click on it to open it up. Here you can see the documentation about this Puppeteer MCP server. Here it has listed the tools that are available. Puppeteer Navigate, Puppeteer Screenshot, and a few more tools are listed here. Scroll down till you find this npx section. We need to copy these lines and paste it in the configuration file. As we already have MCP servers section in the configuration file, we can copy from the Puppeteer line here. Right click and select copy option. Let us go to Claude desktop configuration file here. Enter comma here and press enter and then paste the lines here. Similarly, let us add the configuration for Brave Search MCP server. Again, go back to GitHub servers page. Find the Brave Search server link. Here is the Brave Search server link and click on it to open it up. Here you can see the documentation about this Brave Search MCP server. It has two tools, which is Brave Web Search and Brave Local Search. Then scroll down till you find the npx section for the lines that we need to copy and paste it in the Claude desktop configuration file. Copy these lines here. Go to desktop configuration file, enter comma here and then paste the lines. We'll also need to specify the Brave Search API key here. I will show you how to obtain the API key if you don't already have one. Type in Brave Search API in the Google search bar and then hit enter. Then select this Brave Search API link. Once you are on this page, click on this sign up option. Provide your email details and follow the on-screen instructions to get your account created. Once your account is created, log in to Brave Search API. Here you can see I am logged into my Brave Search API web page. Then click on this subscriptions option here. You will need to subscribe for this free plan here. You will need to provide your credit card details, though you will not be charged anything for this free plan. Once you subscribe successfully, it will show as subscribed here. After that, select the API keys option here. Then click on this add API key button here. Type in any name for your API key. I just typed Brave_API. Then click on this add button here. We can see the new API key has been created here. Now click on this copy button to copy the API key. Paste the API key here in this field. We have added all the three MCP servers. Click on this file option and then select save button. Remember that Claude needs to be restarted every time you modify the configuration file for the changes to take effect. In order to do that, click on this hidden icons button. Here you can see the Claude desktop icon. Right click on it and select this quit option. This will close the Claude desktop app. Now go back to start button here and launch the Claude desktop app. If everything was successful, you will see a new hammer icon appear here that shows a number. This number represents the number of MCP server tools available. We can see it is saying 20 MCP tools are available. Click on the hammer icon to get details about the MCP tools. It loaded MCP tools for all 3 MCP servers that we specified in the configuration file. Here we can see it is showing the tool name, then the description and the MCP server that this tool belongs to. Here we have 2 tools from the Brave Search MCP server. Then we have this create directory, directory tree, edit file and few more from the file system MCP server. Then lastly we have this puppeteer underscore click, puppeteer underscore evaluate and few more puppeteer MCP tools from the puppeteer MCP server. Now are you ready to test the MCP servers and see what output we will receive? We are going to ask the same 3 questions that we asked earlier when there were no MCP servers configured. First question is related to file system. Let me paste the question here. I am asking, can you locate docker compose.yml file on my computer, and hit enter. Claude found the relevant tool for the file system MCP server and is asking our permission to use that tool. Click on this allow for this chat option here. Now it is running this search underscore files tool and again asking our permission to run that tool. Click on this allow for this chat again. It finished the search and is saying it found Docker desktop shortcut on the desktop, but it did not find Docker compose YML file either in the desktop or downloads folders. These are the only locations we gave permission to Claude desktop app. The response we got is accurate. Now let us ask the second question. Let me paste the question here. I'm telling it to visit Yahoo website and take a screenshot of the Yahoo homepage and hit enter. Claude found the relevant tool for the Puppeteer MCP server and is asking our permission to use the tool. Click on this allow for this chat option. We can see it has navigated to the yahoo.com browser. Now it is asking our permission to take the screenshot of Yahoo homepage. Click on this allow for this chat option. We can click on this view results option and here we see the screenshot has been taken. Here it is also saying what is included in the screenshot of the Yahoo homepage. Now let us ask the last question. Let me paste the question here. I'm asking it to draw chart for Doge price for the past 24 hours and press enter. Claude is finding the relevant tools to complete this task and is asking us for the permission to use the tool. Click on this allow for this chat. We can see it has used tools and finally displayed the accurate chart for Doge coin price for the past 24 hours. Here it is giving the key highlights also based on the information that it gathered. We can see everything is working as expected. Congratulations, you have successfully added 3 MCP servers to the Claude desktop application.